SELCO's mission statement is "We connect libraries," and that idea permeates everything we do. We connect libraries with other libraries through services like interlibrary loan, delivery, and opportunities for professional development and dialogue between librarians. We help libraries connect with their communities through services like ebooks and support for technology and non-technology programs. Our mission is to support the libraries so that they in turn can focus on their missions, which is direct service to their communities.
Being a member of SELCO has really expanded what our individual library can do. We're part of the consortium, part of the 37 public libraries that are in this consortium. The great part is many people look at it just like a card catalog where we share all the books, so we have a huge collection compared to what our small library has, but what we get from SELCO is much more. We're able to feel out ideas for what we might want to do in our community, and they can get us in touch with other librarians who have already done it in their community or who haven't or who are thinking of it, where they can help us collaborate, get federal funding or do just different types of legacy funding for things. And it's also been, for me personally here, they've been a great help with our IT. What I value about SELCO is that while we have almost 100 libraries that are in the SELCO system between the public, private, and the school libraries, is that we have things that we all share, but we all are able to keep our own identities, and that SELCO really respects that. They know that we all have different communities, and our communities have different needs. So what I might need here in Lake City is very different than what Owatonna needs. And sometimes they're very much the same, but just altered a slight bit. So I do feel that SELCO respects that we're all our own libraries, working together as one large library. What I'd like to see in a new executive director for SELCO would be someone that would be kind of forward-thinking. Looking ahead at what the trends are and just some of the bigger issues for the libraries. I'd look to have someone that would listen to our needs, to be an active listener as well as an active problem solver if there are problems.
SELCO serves 11 counties, and as such, we deal with issues on the state and even the national level. So one major responsibility of the executive director is to provide the vision that all libraries can use as they work with their communities. As a multi-type region, we are federated, which means that we do not run operations at the libraries. So we provide the vision, and then we leave it to local libraries to figure out how to take that vision and best fit it in with their own visions for their own communities.
Certainly, I think the thing we're all looking for is somebody with great communication skills, great library skills, understanding of what it means to be a system that covers many counties as we do, and with libraries with lots of different interests and issues, and understands all of that. Understands how state government funding works, how all of that works. There's just so many things. Finance is another big deal. It's a very long list, but I think certainly communication is primary.
Well, we've had a very active executive director in the past who has been very active on the state level, so we're used to that. And I guess we do kind of hope that the person who comes after they get used to SELCO and get organized and see all of the things that are happening, that they recognize the importance of being involved on the state level, particularly in the area of finances, because we do get funding, many types of funding through the state legislature.
If I had to describe Rochester in 2 words, it would be fast moving. Rochester is growing by leaps and bounds. A lot of that is coming from the Mayo Clinic, of course, which has big plans for the community. But there are other factors behind it as well. This whole region is growing by leaps and bounds. And as Rochester continues to grow in development, we're seeing that development out in the area communities as well.
Those of us who live here find this a very special part of the world because it's home to all of us. And there are some very interesting parts. Of course, since we have Rochester and the Mayo Clinic, we have colleges in this area. This is just a really interesting part of the world, and there are just many. It's a great place to be. Great small towns, great libraries here, and I think anybody would be fortunate to be able to live here.